Get that first thing in the morning stretchy, feel good feeling. Why not? Goofy grin on your face. Good. Draw your knees in, roll around on your back a bit. And roll the other way, because that's how we roll. Good, and we'll roll up and issue Saturday salutations. Okay, welcome live friends. One message over here. Welcome YouTubers around the world. This is being live streamed and great to have you on board. The motto here is like whether you like it or not, and subscribe whether you want to or not. Now I'm going to pay attention to these organic beings in front of me. So today I'm dealing with the interest of 26 people came last week and 6 people came this week. Is life perfectly consistent? So it says in the Bhagavad Gita, the great Indian Bible, that I'm not in charge of the results, I'm in charge of the effort. I hate that. I love managing everything and making sure that I'm in charge of all the results. So I'm really glad you guys are here because it makes yoga possible. And I have this dream in my head. I got this impulse to do this with an ever larger beehive of friends in this room. And so I just know it's going to happen, but you guys are keeping it happening, and I really appreciate that. So lean back on your hands, and we're going to start by elevating, lift up. If you're brand new, too bad. If you're a veteran, whatever, just lift up. We're going to go through all the ranges of motion, and one way or the other, we'll find your open places and your tight places. And sink down. And then we're going to chant Om together, nice and loud. Yogis call these prayer mitts. Drop your chin, close your eyes, feel, and then color your feeling with holy, sacred, and reverent. We're here for the experience, not to figure it out. Good, lace your hands, stretch your paws up. Good turnout around the world. We have friends from Tasmania and Romania. Turn right, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Get a little twist. Relax your shoulders. Move your lower back in a little bit. Eyes closed, unless they're open. Good, inhale here. And exhale, come on out. And I'm a creature of habit, so I'm going to switch it around so it feels different. I'm going to lace one finger over like I'm holding hands with somebody new and exciting. Exhale all the air out, hands relaxed in the lap. Now start an inhale and stretch up, up you go. Good, now waddle on your ischial tuberosities a little bit. My what? Good, now super turn left. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind you. As you kind of root your hips into the floor, head floats up, torso turns. We won't get to the cartwheels and the backflips for at least 10-15 minutes. Inhale, and come on out. Then yoga fists for strong wrists. Plant. Just lift your hips higher than your hips. But I have tight hips. We'll fix that. Remember, duration is your ability to moderate. If I have you up too long, then disobey. Good, come on down. Good, back to the regular cross. Pause on our knees and polish your kneecaps whilst circling your shoulders. We're going to do a couple different ways of shortening our shoulders. This is the opening one, just to put up that frozen shoulder syndrome. Good, and we're going to poof together. If you're brand new, poofing is fun. Arms behind your back. Up you go. Good. And now we're going to talk about the colors of our chakras: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, infinity. You are a rainbow. God, that sounds so new age, doesn't it? And poof. One more. Good, then. Simple forward fold. If you can clamshell all the way down, enjoy. And if it feels like the floor is a million miles away, close your eyes and don't compare yourself to other people. Maybe waddle your hips back a little bit, counterweight. Relax your shoulder blades apart. And we are doing some yin here at the start. Not the quick, active movements, the slower, more patient, peaceful ones. Yin, of course, is the feminine, female side of yoga, and since we're all girls here, this is perfect. Now I'm going to inhale and look forward and lengthen out my spine. Exhale and just see if any more space developed. Maybe more space. Space, the final frontier. Good. On your next inhale, come on up. And to make sure that we have washboard abs in time for bathing suit season, we'll pray with our hands and feet. Yeah, I love Saturday yoga. It is the bomb. Good, lace your toes. I'm just kidding. Close your eyes and stop thinking. Just stop thinking. You might say to yourself, I am a calm and mostly peaceful soul. Good, 20 minutes. Just notice when the various stages of your mind, can't stand this pose, need to get out of here, could be at home sleeping. Good, then cross your ankles and grab your feet. It's where the elite meet to grab their cute little pink feet. Pulls them in. Now, you don't hear this yoga instruction very often. Levitate. Go. But yogis levitate, don't they? Pretty soon. Switch across. Plantar flex them ankles. Bendy, resilient, springy, buoyant. I forgot the next movement. Stretch them out. Okay, foot inspection. Widen out your toes. If you have long, narrow feet, you have giant, wide swim fins. I'm going to turn my baby toes in. I'm going to evert. It's weird. As my baby toes turn in toward me, my spine grows. It's taller. Close your eyes and I'm going to come tip you over, which is just, isn't that irritating? Do you have people that tip you over in your life? So close your eyes, be soft and firm at the same time. And then we'll extend our arms up. And we will open our eyes. This is actually a yoga pose. It's called Dandasana, staff pose. Extend your legs so firmly that your heels lift. Hyperextend if you can. Good, I was just mailing it in. Now, good, and then wide open paws, feet in. Toe in a little bit if you can. Lift up. Good, now look around the room and compare yourself to other people, because it's the key to happiness. Comparison is the gift of joy. Did we do this last week? We lifted our right leg up while we were doing this, and we found that we really enjoyed it. Then we took our right foot and we swept it behind our head. Rats. Try it again. Cross it all the way over. Sit. Stay. Does this ankle go underneath? Are you one of those? Yes, yes, yeah. So God made us different. Now, slide in and dock your rear end into your left heel as far as you can get without, if you hear something snap, that's a contraindication. Oh, I can walk in further. And then way up on your left tippy toes, I exhort and exalt you. Big smile on your face. Big fun is to be had today. Chest up. And stay here. And come on down. Good. Now, I think that was fine for that. Lift up again, uncross, up you go. Back bends for everybody. Nobody back bends very much after about age 6. There's not a lot of reason. What's your genes? Good, sink down. Yeah. Roll your wrists around, kind of in a circle. I like this one too, I admit, but we're doing this one. Good. Circles. You know, modern science says the brain follows the face. If you're just smiling, your brain says, we must be happy. So, but I don't have any reason to smile. Okay? Shake it out. Shake it off. Shake it up. Okay, just me. Just me. Just you. Ah! I got you. I got all of you. Okay, yoga fists again. Lift up. Left leg up to the ceiling, way up high. Now sweep it behind your head. Take it over. Cross your legs. I'm so close. I sprayed my calf with avocado oil. I'm sure that would go. Oh, now slide all the way in. This is called squeezy yoga. Squeezy yoga. Mangana Kriya, the yoga of getting small like little kids. Can you touch your nose to your left knee? Good, and then lift up, up. Good, and a family of armadillos are going to walk underneath you. And here they come, one armadillo after the next. So lift up like it matters, way up. And sit down. Place your hands, thumbs up. And brush your thumbs down your sternocleidomastoids on the side of your neck. That's the widest part. You don't want to brush your carotid because then you'll have a spiritual experience. You'll pass out. So nice smooth brushing. Some self-care. 7, 8. Good, now take your thumbs, there's a little soft spot right under there. Push in, and your head is like a Pez dispenser. It relaxes down. Close your eyes. Massage your thumbs underneath your jawbone. Again. If you're brand new, it's tight as a boiled owl in there, and if you've been at it for a while, you can touch your thumbs together behind your... Just kidding. Got to hold steady pressure. There's a little button in there that pops your head off. It is paradise. Good. All right. Relax your head down, and we're always doing neck rolls every week. 1. Relax your shoulders. 2. 3. 6, 7, switch, 4, 5, 7. Good, and then falling asleep in public, drop your chin, close your eyes, contemplate your navel, stop thinking. Less thinking, more feeling. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, no one to placate. Good. All right, and then my cat told us to do this today, so we're gonna do this. Why? It's fun. It's absurd to do this with other people in a group, but no, there's yoga behind it. And then acupressure broke out. This is for strong hair and nails, teeth, and lustrous hair. And then down in here with this flexion and pump. Just get in there. What's going on down there? Good start. Good start, new friend Tasha. Excellent. Now, it's interesting to go over the top while pushing down. Pushing down and going over the top. It's a acquired taste. How's that wrist, Doc? Coming along?
I think so.
7. Now after a while, you'll be able to push all the way down and straighten your arms. Good, Asia. Pushing in there, leaning forward. Now this is when you're inadvertently levitating. You hold yourself down on the floor. It'll happen. Ye of little faith, me. Good, now, palmar flexion of your wrist. Upside down and push and smush left and right. Most people don't do very much of this, so their hands become lobster claws. It's not good. Now back up over, forward, around and down. Good. Now some of us have very long arms in relation to torso length, and so the idea of straightening your arms and pushing down is absurd, but enjoy your body shape. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Drop your chin, close your eyes. Be unusually happy for no reason. In a couple of years, when everything works out, I get everything I want, then I'll be happy. The best way to have a happy future is to have a happy right now. It's too simple. Good, now feet together. This is where the elite meet to do reflexology on their feet. The middle center bottom of your foot associates with breath, respiration, heart, lungs. That sounds scientific, doesn't it? Maybe. This gets out resentments. If you're really angry or sore at anybody, you can, a couple minutes of this every day. Okay, then arms out. Internal, external, exaggerate with me. What's that rotation? That's 380 degrees, I would say. Good, all of this. Handcuffs, up, chickens, elbows inside your knees. And who will squeeze their elbows together today? 2 sevenths of us. So it's a variable. Drop your chin, close your eyes. Yogis talk about pratyahara, which means pulling your senses inward, the ability to 3/7 of us, 2, It's great to engage the world, play with it, and have fun, and then you pull back in, recover, restore. Good, we'll come out of that. We'll fold our right shin under. By the way, new friends, if this is like a nightmare, just lean over here and develop resentments against the teacher. It'll open up in about 2 weeks. Place your hands behind your head and right elbow down on the floor. Turn your chest up a little bit. Close your eyes. Feel your feels. Catch up with yourself. It's pretty obvious today is going to be a mostly floor-based yin sort of practice. Next week, mostly push-ups, sit-ups, throw-ups, cartwheels, chandelier hanging. Next week is going to be a riot. This is good for your internal organs. Keeps them internal. Good. Inhale up and stretch up. Turn right and left hand, right foot, or whatever. Make up a pose if you need to. I've made up thousands because I couldn't do them, so I came up with tepid variations. If you have those long right arms, snake a right arm behind your back, grab your left shin. Now with your eyes closed, turn just your face to the left. Just your face. And now I got you going every which way. Every pose is a prayer. Inhale. Exhale and come out of twisty. Good. And again, a couple of you are going to lie all the way on your back, and most of us are going to get back to here and say, oh my God, it's really tight. How come some people lay all the way back and others don't? Because we're different people. We should be able to do everything all the time, all at once. Good to see you, Asia. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, come up out of that mess. And then we'll do Ardha Ustrasana, which means one half of a camel pose. Lift up. Up you go. Now just lift higher than you are. Sink down. Drag your leg out. Grab your foot. Open up your acetabulum, your hip joint. It's a great name for the hip joint, isn't it? Acetabulum. Other way. The good thing about yoga is you can get more of your foot in your mouth. This goes under. And scratch up your hair. Scratch up your hair. Do it. Do it. Open up your crown chakra. Good. Now, 2 exciting places for your foot. Here, so you don't get a compound fracture of your hip, or this goes there. Which, no, not yet. Tasha, new friend. Good. Excellent. That's good, right? Bingo. Stuff takes 2 weeks. Asia, I wouldn't do it either, right? You know why? Because then your ankle has to pay the price for what the check your knee and your hip can't cash yet. So this is fine. Check around the room. Part of my job is triage. Just make sure everybody's going to make it through. I like sitting like this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now, back in the day when I first started taking classes centuries ago, the teacher would say, close your eyes. And I was like, what's the teacher going to do with my eyes closed? Go through my wallet? Probably. So I had a hard time trusting. There could be a saber tooth in the room. I always have to be ready to flee from hideous danger. So closing my eyes actually began to stimulate my parasympathetic nervous system, the one associated with rest and relaxation. And I was completely unfamiliar with that half of my nervous system. It was always off. your eyes, arms out. Relax your shoulders. Slightly bend your wrists and your elbows. And just keep pulling back till you touch your elbows behind your back. I know friends that can do that, and I am not one of them. But the Superman emblem on my t-shirt stretches open. Now I extend out and I zoom my right arm under. And then kind of make out with yourself. But then fold your arms up if they go. Ups and downs. Circles. Stigs out. Stuff. Other way. And now I'm going to turn my elbows, face, chest to the right as far as I can. And feel that beautiful stretch of the outside of my left shoulder. Again, I'm going to counter turn my face all the way to the left. I'm going to tilt my head to the left. I'm going to drop my chin. And this is called holding the baby up away from the alligator pose. Less thinking, more joy. Good, and we'll bring our elbows back here. We'll slide our hands to our elbows, and we will, it's 1990, and we'll vogue side to side. Good, and we'll bring the paws down. And we'll get back to square one, stretch our legs out. Biggest hands you got. Can you in advance, we might lift our hips, maybe, but can you touch your toes on the floor in advance? Some people have dancer feet, but the feet come all the way down. Good, now this is fully optional. Just, here's an option. Or lift up. Strong, up you go. Toes on the floor now. I'm going to come step on your feet like my teacher did. Inner ankle bones roll together, head back. Big frowny, fat, big smile, and sink down. Good. Left shin folds under. Crispy in Cleveland or atrophied in Atlanta. All of your friends who are brand new, just lean over here. After a while, you'll be able to get your hips level, and then you'll be able to lace your paws behind your head. And then your left elbow will or won't come down to the floor. Gisela, awesome. So we're looking for that edge, the line between what you can do and what you can't do yet. It is such an interesting place to live life. We know what we can already do. We can live there, it's safe. We can stay inside the castle walls. Safe, secure, you know what's going to happen. But then you start gazing out beyond the walls a bit, and it's like, I wonder what's out there. I might have a new experience. Something might change. I want everything to get better. I just don't want anything to change. Good, inhale up. Now I'm tilted over to the right because my tight hips. Turn left, 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 left. Relax your hands down. Bendy bears, grab your left ankle with your right hand. If you got them long boa constrictor arms, snake your left arm behind your back. And after a while, you'll be able to grab your right shin. That might be a couple of incarnations from now. No rush. While we're in the midst of these poses, the body is actually absorbing energies. Yogis talk about vayu, these streams of energy that run through our body. They begin to open, release, relax. So there's much more going on than what meets the eye. Good, we'll come out of that. And then my hardest pose is leaning all the way on my back in Supta Ardha Virasana. So this is fine for my ilk. If you can lay on your back with immunity and impunity, please do. If you do lay all the way on your back, take your arms back over the head and show that you are liking it. Ungrit your teeth. Swallow once. If you can't swallow in a pose, my teacher said, It's gone to hell in a handbasket. On your next inhale, come up out of that. And then the counter pose. Now, I should be able to be like a 13-year-old Romanian gymnast and put my head back down on the floor, but those days, that ship sailed. New ships have come in. And sink down. Good job. Drag this one out. Get a hold of yourself. Bring it around. Other way. If you're brand new watching for the first time, just grabbing your leg. You haven't seen your foot for a while. It's like a distant relative. This goes under. And this is actual yoga. There's thousands of energy points in your head. Scrape them open. Scrape, scrape. Smell your foot. Good. Now, this is fine. I used to think God judged me by my range of motion and how flexible I was. No, that was me judging. So, arms out. Now I have pictures of me from 30 years ago. Young, beautiful, and healthy, but my shoulders were way up here. So much stress, so much bodily holding on to anxiety and that stuff. And then after a while, they've relaxed somewhat, but they're still, you could relax more. And just touch your elbows behind your back. Just kidding, unless you can do it. Drop your chin a little bit, relax the back of your neck. Be unusually happy for no reason. Really? Good, now extend out super wide, left arm under. Good. I'm not much, but I'm all I think about. Just kind of make out with yourself for a sec. Touch your fingers behind your back. You can do that. Fold your arms up if they do. Good, now I invented this. I've never seen any other yoga teacher do this, so this is mine. And then circle it around, get that junk out that congeals between neck, back, and shoulders. Other way. Good, now I'm sitting up, good posture, and I'm just rotating everything left as far as I can. I'm using the front elbow to pull the inside elbow more to the left, stretching the tight as heck outside of my right shoulder. Then I turn just my face to the right. And I tilt my head to the right, drop my chin, close my eyes. Really, no cartwheels this Saturday, rats. Okay, bring it back to the center. Slide hands to elbows. If you're brand new, your elbows, after a while, they'll just get back to a factory installed range of motion, side side. It's amazing how much range of motion can be recovered, even if it's largely lost. The body remembers, side side. Good, now take your opposable thumbs into the middle, center, bottom of your feet if they're within striking distance. And have fun with your feet. Dig in and pretend it's somebody else's feet. And you have a very high pain threshold for their pain. Dig in. My teacher used to sneak up behind me, and he would do this to me. I was screaming. Good, now some thumbnail. Drop your chin, close your eyes. Good, and dead bugs. Half a minute, legs up. And then the splits on your back. Supta, Upavishta, Konasana, legs all the way out. So maybe we're not cheerleaders anymore, our legs don't come all the way down to the floor. Circulate your ankles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingertips on the back of your head. 20 crunches. 20, 19, 18, 17. Put your toes down to the floor, widen out a bit. I forgot the number. 20, 19, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 2, 19, 17. Good. Bend your knees. Grab your big toes. Happy baby. By the way, if you're watching, the algorithm just dropped you off and it's like you're just tuning in now. It's not what you think. This is yoga. Relax your knees onto the floor like you could when you were 3 years old. And if you're brand new and it's like, it's not happening, just do what you can. And then we're going to roll up together and stick the dismount in double prayer pose. God, I need a new Tesla, another one. A white one this time. Close your eyes. Float. Stop thinking. I'm not here to help you think better. I'm here to stop thinking. I'm all for better thinking, trust me. Good, now forward onto all fours. Cats and cows. And put a blanket underneath your knees if you want. Ups and downs. Try them with your eyes closed. They're darker. How does your breath move when you do this? Is there a natural pattern of your breath? Is cat inhale or exhale? Ups and downs. Good. Right arm forward, left leg back. Standard operating procedure. Drop your chin. Right arm out to the side. Bend your left knee. Reach back, grab your left foot unless you can't. If you can, great. If you can't, no worries. Then lift off. Lift up, look out. Lift, lift. Good. Now just gently bring your nose down to the floor and rub your nose around on the floor counterclockwise. Lift off again. Look at your friends, support them. Shared pain is decreased, that's right. Right arm out to the side. Right elbow down to the floor. If you have any neck, shoulder, or back issues, just stay here. If you've been doing this with me for a while, come down to your right shoulder and your right ear. This gets a little, what's a good word, funky? Left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Don't overdo it, just do it. Now, if you want, take your left arm and go flinging up to the ceiling with your left arm. Reach up and grab your left foot. If you go ass over tea kettle, that's okay. And just lift it all the way up. I gave 75 options. Release and come out of dreadful situation. Big smiles, everybody, wow. Left arm forward, right leg back. When we do that thing when we come down to the shoulder, if it bothers your neck or shoulder, just don't do it. It's okay. Left arm out to the side. Raise your right foot up. And maybe you can grab your foot and maybe you can't. But whichever way, then lift off. Lift. Good. Out to the side. Left elbow is completely fine, very stable pose, no pressure on neck, back, or shoulders. Lift up your right leg really high. If you want, left shoulder, left ear now for big twist all the way down. Right leg goes up much higher now. Then very quickly take your right hand and go zing up to the ceiling. Right hand goes up. Right hand grabs right foot. Maybe. And just straighten your right leg out. Oh, I see palm trees glittering in the sunbeams. It's so beautiful. So different than my experience of being in this pose. Release, come out of a dreadful situation. Now I'm going to walk my knees back a little bit, bring my hands forward. And we're just going to circumnavigate our undercarriages around. You can go buck wild, you can go all the way forward and scrape. Take it around. Circle your hips, other way. Good. Now, knee plank. I know upper body strength is an issue for many, so just knee plank is fine. If you're on your knees and just holding your body in a plank on your hands, you're doing something. Now do somewhere between 0 and 20 knee push-ups. Go. Well, that's 1, I'm fine. Maybe 2. If you got an issue, you can skip something. You have a get out of any pose free card underneath your mat. And I know you may not like this part. Can we just do the stuff I like? Elbows in tight when you come down. Good, now back to child's pose. Just as far back as your buns go, arms extend way far forward. Cool off for a moment. Now come forward into prone position. Teenager's texting pose. This is the pose me and my other 60-year-old guy friends, this is how we watch football in this pose. Not. And elbows, knees down, just lift your thumb and your bum, bless you. Drop your chin and here comes an armadillo to walk underneath your belly button. Lift up, drop your chin, great spinal decompression. 5. And sink down. Good. Now, arms down by the side of your body and just lay on your forehead or your nose or your chin. Just relax. Just let your bones go. Don't roll to one side if you could avoid it. Just forehead, nose, or chin. Upside down corpse pose. Now, can you just lift up your chest? This is called half locust pose. It's a prone back bend. It's very safe for most friends most of the time. And the higher up your chest comes, the more you drop your chin, so you use big muscles. And then you can lift your legs as well. I call it skateboarding on your pelvis. You can lace your hands behind, up above your back. You can pull your wrists in together and slide your thumbs down your intergluteal crease, the polite name for your butt crack. Lift up. And exhale down onto your left ear. Let your hands go flump on the floor. Big toes together. Wiggle your undercarriage a little bit and relax. Good, then right ear just to balance it out. Good, now come on back up. Careful on the shoulder stretch, but this is a way people rarely stretch their shoulders anymore, and so a little of this goes a very, very, very long way. Just right elbow out in front of your left. For some, this is like to take this weight in your upper body and begin to relax your shoulders. Now, just for yourself, based on its bone shape, do you feel more comfortable palms down or palms up? Just assess that in advance. I'm definitely a palms up, externally rotated kind of guy. Now I'm just going to keep sliding out. And there is definitely the law of diminishing returns here, because if you dislocate your shoulders, then it's, a couple months before you come back. Drop your chin and just wait for it. Slide out of that interesting situation, other than switch the cross. Very careful. Slide out, take your time, feel your feels. Become sensitive to the edge of your range of motion. You're probably a sensitive person. Let's use our sensitivity to our advantage by finding its very subtle gradations. The world needs sensitive people when it's tuned properly. Good. Now, push yourself up out of that if your shoulders still work, and we'll come back to seated. And for a finishing twist, we're going to take our left thigh over our right. We're going to bring our knees in. We're going to slink our left ankle underneath our right ankle if we can. Knees pull in further. Rest your head down. And then sweep your knees down to the right. Let your left shoulder lift if you want. If you're new, I highly recommend a block or a blanket underneath your head. And if your left shoulder lifted, that's natural for most humans most of the time. My very bendy bears will keep their knees down to the right and extend their left arm out, and their body will essentially melt open. Give it time. Every exhalation is an invitation to release a little more into it. Good, really big inhale, staying in the pose. Exhale, let it go. There's some more space there. Crack, crack. Good, bring your knees back up. Uncross them, shift your hips back to the center. I put a block or a blanket underneath my head. Legs up. Cross your right thigh over your left. Slink your right ankle under. Knees in, buns down. Sweep knees all the way over, down into your left. Brand new friends, the right shoulder is going to lift, otherwise your body is going to break in half, and that's not good. Bend your bears, right arm up, relax torso, open to the right, take your time. If your right arm is hanging in space, try my little trick. Just bring your right hand down to the floor behind you and let your upper right torso relax down. Finish the exhalations all the way. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale your knees back up. Cross your knees, feet on the floor. Extend your legs out, arms down by the side of your body. You can put a blanket, I'm going to turn the heater back on. You can put blankets or bolsters under knees or head, whatever works. And if you're brand new to yoga, ancient yogis said 5-6 minutes at the end of absolute blissful nothingness. Pump some nice, warm, relaxing air in. Let me give you a little guided meditation through your body. Just wiggle your legs out a little bit, jiggle them. Lift your hips one at a time, get any dents out of your bottom. Same with your shoulder blades, move them. We're just going to turn the earth into a memory foam mattress, sink our bones. Swallow once, gulp, circle your jaw around. Good. And then the most unusual instruction, just go ahead and leave your body. Float up, out, expand. The body is just the smallest part of us. Very good. Stay nice and relaxed. Stay in the pose. Just begin to breathe back toward your body. You may feel an expansive, expanded sense of presence, energy. And just bring it back into your body. Breathe it back in. So now we're kind of back in our body and still expanded. And in this jumping off place, if you'd like, it's a beautiful thing if you'd like to invite God, love, source, whatever you call it, in this blended, connected state. Doesn't matter what you call God as long as you call upon it. Something as simple as come on in. Good, and then wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate extra super feel God through yourself. It's amazing how much you can absorb when you're open, willing, receptive, ready for it. There's no limit. After a while, you can hold so much of this prana, love, life force, chi, that the only thing you'll be able to do is just give it away to others. Good. Back in your bod. Curl over on your left side. Take your time. No rush. When you're all curled up over on your left side in fetal position, just love all over yourself. Top shoulder, top hip, top knee rolled over the lower one. It's good to be able to curl up to self-protect, to shelter within oneself. Yes, be open-hearted, but also be connected, safe, protected. Good, then keeping your eyes closed, please. We'll all just sit up together around the world. Eyes closed, you'll find your place. It's interesting with the eyes closed. There's something, this sense of sight is so beautiful, and yet it does make us feel separate. You're out there, I'm in here, but with the eyes closed, there's a much greater sense that if you go deep into you and I go deep into me, we come to the same place together. Hands to the heart to represent. Drop the chin, humble. And altogether, the mighty yogis around the world, we all say, Namaste. And as always, I bid adieu and arrivederci and avita saying adios to my friends around the world. Thank you for joining in, and thank